Good morning. I'm still trying to find a perfect direction, but it's really hard when my business plan includes marketing to 100% of our American community. Gonna be tough. We'll all have opinions, but I guess the point is we respect everybody else's opinion and, let live, So, I don't know. I have this little invention that I want so I can, wildlife flies by so fast that it's hard to whip the camera out and get a good picture. They don't stand still for a portrait. It sure looked like that little black-tailed gnatcatcher on my little birdhouse over yonder on the tree I'm trying to save. Wanted his picture took. I almost thought that hawk eating that dove looked like he was sitting there long enough for me to blither out some sort of, random thought. Getting the trench dug, got it to the final position. I have a couple ideas. But, I believe in positive influence, and something that's influenced me positively was 70s rock and roll. All right, so, you could go to the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Yeah, I can't sing so well. But, I got to pump myself up every morning because you're going out into a world of naysayers that are laughing at me, telling me I can't do this, and, quit talking. It's all talk, big talk. Well, they don't know what I do in a day. I do the rest of the trench. I'm getting ready to show you some new little DIY tips as I go along because I'm a jack of all trades. Master, maybe not PhD of a lot of them. But it's all through experience. I've done this and I've done that, I'll tell you, the excitement or adrenaline of a sale. We're so excited, when I sold Pontiacs. We build excitement, Pontiac. The greatest commercial I ever saw was when they were out there in Utah. There's a road, take it down I-70 and you go up this hill. Now I traveled this little road in a VW microbus, smallest motorhome available to mankind, 1977. Heck, if I thought the car was blowing up because it was stuck between second and third, barely pull second, 25, up the hill we go, and I thought I was having engine problems until I caught up with the newer Volkswagen microbus doing the same thing. You had to be patient and enjoy the scenery in a Volkswagen. I traveled 48 states in a VW microbus with my family, camping along the way. We'd drive 8 hours, play 8 hours, sleep 8 hours, time usage is important. And, a few minutes on every project was what I call double tasking because I can't really dig while I'm talking with a phone in my hand. Yeah, I don't know. I could put up the little blue screen. Freckles ain't showed up yet. My daughter's boyfriend didn't know I had a rabbit. Why I called it Freckles, but I showed him the 5 little freckles on her face yesterday evening when he was over helping my daughter move out with her friend. But I also came up with that idea for a project in business, and the hardest challenge I've ever had in any business is that it's really difficult to get a partner or to hire an employee because they don't have the same ideas, maybe not the same determination, maybe not the same plan. So I came up with this little idea, that I can make these little flags. I'm going to try, I don't know what the tree, that poor tree. I don't know how I'm going to save that peach tree. I've been trying to catch a picture of a duck. They always fly over here. Reminds me of my walks with purpose. And I consider golf an outdoor adventure with a purpose, We're trying to put this little white ball down 600 feet in the least amount of shots. It's a little game. But I enjoy the outdoors. And in my youth, we used to go hunting, so I have respect for nature. The hawk had to eat. I'm gonna eat. It's become so once removed from the respect for the natural wildlife. Robins eat worms. Spiders eat flies. Bees make honey and help the flowers reproduce. It's so interwoven that I almost don't like messing with it. But my whole thing was, I've mentioned School of Rock, and it's positive, one of my favorite songs is I wake up every morning before the alarm clock warning, take the 315 into the backyard, all the pushing and the shoving, I got to break it up for copyright laws. I can't, you can only get away with a couple of minutes of a person's idea. And I don't want to change it too much. But if your train's on time, you can get to work by 4, start your slaving job and earn your pay. Well, I didn't like being controlled by someone else, and sort of freedom is, being able to do what you like to do, have to do, need to do. I need to save that tree, and so of essence, I'm gonna trim it back and thank God the sap got up high enough that it's starting to try and come back, but I believe the water table got so low that it wanted to die. And, I can't personally get to them peaches, but with a big machine, you could shake that tree and then peaches would fall. But that's a lot of good lumber. And I'll use that peach in some project. Because that's one of my Jack trades. Call me Jack. But because it has less foliage up top, it's going to try and spurt out at the bottom. And then I'll be able to cut it back, make it small again. But it's going to take a couple years. It may naturally dry out. You know, but I got a couple good branches growing straight up right here. And a couple coming back. You know, I can't remember where I saw it. I want this one to bust a groove out down low. You know, somewhere. But that's a part of this tree, and I do have a couple little branches coming off that I'm going to have to artistically form back into my yard. It's been hurt bad. We've had lightning and everything, and I'm just keep kind of hoping that it'll bust out down low and I can reshape it and harvest. You know, I've been here 20 years. Plan to live another 20. I don't know. But it's kind of School of Rock. Kind of a soap opera. I used to have a small ranch down in Rocky Ford. And I won't get into the circumstances and corruption. So, you know, lost all its strength when I took the farmyard gate out of it. I was talking to my daughter's high school softball coach. She just happened by down the street and wondered if I remembered her. She was familiar in face, never forget a face, but I can't remember names. But she runs it's called Hobo Rescue. I need to get back in touch with her to find out, but it's a foster care for dogs until they can be adopted, and so I hope that I'll get this stuff up there. I'm so busy. Ran to the printer, got him to figure out how to, I have to make these flags all by myself, a one-man operation, and we'll see if I can actually promote the idea of American unity. But see, if we keep shipping all our ideas and through international law, I almost think the Chinese can make this doggone thing, print it up and ship it over here. But the only way to protect that is that we don't allow that much import because of forced labor. I don't know, indentured servitude, or I don't know exactly how the Chinese run their dictatorship. They have a little bit of a republic in that they have 3 different branches, but Xi Jinping is the ruler of all 3 at the moment, which is a rare occasion. I don't know about who, but like I say, I'm really trying to reach everyone, so if they have children and they want to offer them a possibility that I can show you that it can be done doggone near with starting with nothing. You gotta have little money. You know, the old term, takes money to make money. You got to get that first $20 for my business cards. You got to buy a phone. You know, some of the stuff I've accumulated, and you know, just because I've had more time in the race. There's a couple of little birds saying good morning. But I'm having them figure out. I had to come up with a plan to make the flags somewhat durable. I don't want you to have to replace them every year. Repairable, you know, the stick breaks, you can get a new stick. If you take care of it and just put it out and well, I don't know what to look at. It's kind of tough. We could look at flowers, you know. They're pretty nice. My wife has a little solarium in there. They asked, what are all them pots and pans? Well, my wife, if you looked at the honeydew, it's not too bad, you know. We'll see, you know, the onions are growing, you know, but the celery, I don't know, that one may still have a chance. I haven't watered, but it's been raining. What an experiment, huh? I played with a lot of bi-male science projects, biology, geology, chemistry, and electronics. So I have a kind of a good jack of all trades base. I don't know. I'm trying to get you to watch longer. Maybe it'll be like a doggone show. The mud room's a little muddy. The war room's still hanging in there. I'm frugal, you know. That's my whiteboard, my motivation, rock and roll, whatever. You know. I posted the picture of, I actually have that flag. And I invented that idea a long time ago. I handmade it myself. I bought the flag, sewed the sign in it. I've had it since 1997 when it's my standard. I wanted to say it was my battle against corruption in Rocky Ford, but those are the colors I flew, being a Marine. Oh, what a diversion, you know. That's why I'm a patriot, and that's why, you know, I'm still trying to keep the whole group together, promote our rights, Second Amendment, to go hunting, fishing, defend ourselves like that. I could not believe that guy jumped over that fence. He must have jumped that when I heard him. And he jumped over that thing and plopped on the ground. And I was sitting in the chair, and I ran up there and took a defensive posture and judged the man to be good, not evil. I don't know about discernment. It's real hard. That's why I'm looking for local small businessmen with integrity to help promote our youth. I was going to go down and talk to Paul Suss at Suss Pontiac, but I don't believe they sell Pontiacs anymore. It's been 20 years since I seen him. I'm going to put on my lucky tie that I used to sell cars in, he hated it. But it's an honorable company, and if any of you need to buy a car and can go through Suss, they'll treat you right. You know, if you're into a new car, ready to make that commitment, it's an honorable place to go do business. That's one thing I liked about working there. You know, is him and his brother have been trying to think all morning, man, what his brother's name was. The Paul and his brother. And even met the father and mother. I haven't kept up that well about it, but it's been in the family for a while. I think it's still there. I should look it up on Einstein. That's what I call Google. But my favorite part was I get up every morning, alarm clock, and I love to work at nothing all day. Well, it seems like nothing when you actually consider this work. What a easy peasy kind of career. You know, if you could supplement it with a little invention. I got a couple that, you know, I have to, but getting the project done takes money, and you got to start small, like with little flags or mowing a lawn or installing sprinkler systems. You know, if you're energetic, dependable, and honorable, don't rip the client off, ethics in business, you'd probably be able to grow. Yeah, I gotta trim this tree, man. That's gonna be a chore. But I've done it. I do just about everything because they charge me a couple grand and I can get it done in 3 days. And then I don't have to pay that bill. My issue is somebody started these trees and I've still been trying to form them, and of course everything, if you start it out right and don't let it go awry, that's my business. But it's pretty elaborate, like the rabbit hole. That's why I like Freckles, is because I have a lot of different avenues and I'm trying to bring all the avenues into one thing that my marketing is good for 100% of the people, almost. So my clientele has a possibility of 100%. If I truly am running for president and announce anything too spectacular, I'd probably lose 50% of my viewers. I just thought it was a funny way and how similar it was to excuse me. Similar it was to starting a YouTube channel, because most of them are soliciting donations, or, you know, if you like the show, and since they're demonetizing their programs, that they're asking you to support them. Mine's more philanthropy, almost a charity. I don't know. Maybe I can. I haven't started. Really soliciting yet. I want you to find out that, you know, it's not going to go crazy, or maybe we'll get the business course finished, you know, with a $150 phone. You know, that's one of my ideas, but I, you know, have to kind of keep it silent till I can actually. So this channel might help me with my long-term ideas on wanting to write a book, maybe sell my grandpa's book. You know, some of it I didn't know how to do it before, but now I got free advertising, worldwide access. You know, I can ship anything for the right amount of money, and I have to do the pencil the numbers to figure it out. Dang, I keep wanting to show you the ducks that fly over. But, you know, time and place, where'd you start, what deck of cards were you dealt, in what order is gonna how you're gonna finish this solitary game. Sun's not up yet. Well, thanks for checking in. I don't know, you know, I'll keep babbling a little bit, get back to work. You know, something. Julian says, oh, well, you've been busy. Oh, I was like, yeah. Little here, little there. Tortoise wins the race. It's the only thing about the rabbit that don't really fit the way I am. You know? Well, the rest of the world's getting ready to go to work. I got an idea for the little beach house. You know, so far nothing's lived in it. The squirrels check it out, but they can only check it out when they're small, and you can see they've been gnawing on it to make it bigger. You know, they really have, and because they got to be able to get in and out. But what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna go to the pet store and get one of them little plastic tubes, and I'm gonna drill that out and engineer it to fit the little plastic tube so the wind don't blow in their house and the enemies can't get in too good, and I'm gonna make them a little home. I used to have a squirrel that lived, mother squirrel that lived in the corner of my house, and since it's outside in the soffit and in the little 2-foot part, when I first moved in, I didn't, I just kind of let it be and let her live there. And I didn't repair it until she perished. I would have left it, but, you know, and then people think that you're letting rodents live near you. Well, I can cut the wood out, clean it out. And, you know, it was all outdoors. But I'm pretty nature-minded. I hope you had a good morning. Stay tuned, follow. I don't know where it's going, but we'll get there because I'm determined, motivated, excited. Hope you are too. You-Truth Progress. All right. You-Truth Progress. The You-Truth Show. Like, subscribe, share, watch. You know, maybe the whole concept of it being a soap opera, a reality television show might go over. And, you know, of course, my ideas expand a little bit. My rabbit hole's getting deeper. But it's still all inclusive. Really hard math. So's accounting. Have a great day.